One of the worst White House press briefings to date unfolded today, as President Trump's press secretary, Karoline Leavitt, was relentlessly grilled by reporters, including one from Fox News. From the erroneous deportation of an innocent person, to the Signalgate national security breach, to tariffs and the trade war, everything turned into a complete disaster for Leavitt. It wasn't an easy day for anyone, and Leavitt, though struggling, tried to stand firm in the eye of the storm. Watch the video to the end to see if Leavitt manages to hold her own, or if she should face similar challenges to grow further and better prepare herself for her role in an increasingly tense context as America faces unprecedented division in 2025. The press briefing kicked off like an unrelenting battle. Karoline Leavitt, as President Trump's spokesperson, faced a rapid-fire onslaught of questions from the press. Anyone could see she was tense, her voice occasionally trembling, her eyes betraying a flicker of unease. But let's be fair, it's not easy to stand in that position where every word you utter is dissected, and the truth, right or wrong, isn't always within your grasp to prove. From the deportation of an El Salvadoran man accused of being an MS-13 member, to the impact of tariffs on American citizens, Leavitt tried to defend the administration's stance, even though she sometimes seemed cornered. The first reporter opened fire. The administration admitted a mistake in deporting an El Salvadoran. Will there be an investigation, and what does the president think about it? Leavitt responded, trying to stay composed. It was an administrative error. We have intelligence confirming this individual is part of the brutal MS-13 gang, even a leader. The president has designated this gang a foreign terrorist organization. The reporter shot back immediately. But no evidence has been presented in court. This is a father in Maryland with an autistic American child, and a judge barred his deportation. Do you have any documentation? Leavitt stood firm. He's an illegal immigrant criminal involved in human trafficking. The Atlantic might paint a rosy picture, but that's not the truth. Peter Doocy interjected. You say he was convicted, but where? Where's the concrete evidence? Under pressure, Leavitt repeated her arguments without offering new details. You can see she was trying her hardest to defend the administration, but the lack of specific evidence put her in a tough spot. Still, put yourself in her shoes. How do you respond smoothly when the information you're given might be incomplete? Switching to tariffs, a hot topic amid America's 2025 economic landscape of persistent inflation and market instability, Peter Doocy kept pressing Leavitt. He asked, do Floridians, especially retirees living off 401k, worry about stock market swings due to tariffs? Does the president hear their concerns? Leavitt answered with as much confidence as she could muster. The president cares deeply about these worries. Tomorrow he'll announce a plan to protect jobs for the next generation, their kids and grandkids. As for 401k and Social Security, he always puts people first. Look at what he did in his first term. Doocy didn't let up. The first term was a different story. These tariffs are far harsher, and economists warn prices will rise. How do you counter that? Leavitt emphasized. We're reducing inflation, cutting regulations, and tapping energy to lower costs. Tariffs will work. Trust the president's past achievements. Here, Leavitt tried to paint an optimistic picture, but Doocy clearly wasn't convinced. From a neutral perspective, two viewpoints emerge. The Trump administration wants tariffs to shield domestic production, while real concerns linger that American consumers, especially the middle class and elderly, will bear the brunt of higher costs. In 2025, with energy prices still volatile and China retaliating with its own trade measures, the question looms, will this strategy truly deliver the golden age Leavitt promises? Or will it deepen economic divides? The deportation issue sparked a fierce legal debate. A reporter asked, an immigration judge ordered this man to stay in the U.S. Does the administration have the right to ignore the court? Leavitt replied, the judge works under the Justice Department, led by Attorney General Pam Bondi. She's committed to wiping out MS-13, and we see this individual as a threat. The reporter countered. But the administration admitted it was an administrative error in court filings. If you have override power, Why not say so up front? This is a contradiction. Leavitt faltered. We'll keep deporting dangerous criminals to protect America. This clash raises big questions about power boundaries in America's 2025 legal system. On one hand, the Trump administration might argue national security takes precedence, especially with MS-13 still a concern in many states. On the other, bypassing a court order fuels debates over transparency and accountability. Leavitt, though unable to provide a clear answer, seemed to be defending a contentious policy under pressure from all sides. When asked about the Signalgate scandal, a major national security breach, Leavitt went nearly silent. The case is closed. The president still trusts his security team. A frustrated reporter responded, "This is the biggest breach in modern history, and you just say, closed? The public deserves details." Leavitt offered no further comment. In 2025, with cyber threats from Russia and China escalating, this opacity could erode public trust. Yet it's understandable that Leavitt might avoid digging into a sensitive topic she's not authorized to discuss. This press briefing was a major test for Karoline Leavitt. She may not have answered every question perfectly, but who among us could do better standing on the tightrope of truth, politics, and media pressure? From deportations to tariffs to Signalgate, these issues reflect an America grappling with security, economics, and trust in government in 2025. Leavitt deserves credit for not giving up, though it's clear she needs more time and support to weather storms like this, doesn't she? What do you think of her performance and the issues raised? Share your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe for more engaging content tomorrow.